Ahara Vidhi Visheshayatana, part 22, with Dilip Gadgil, Pune. So I was talking about Jirnende Bunjita. When the previous food has been completely digested, then only one should eat. And as I said, people eat because they want to take medicine. They feel that it is necessary to control the disease by medicine, and medicine should not be taken empty stomach. So whether it is diabetes, whether it is thyroid problem, whether it is heart disease, anything, they are dependent on medicines, and for that they have to eat in the morning. They have to take a breakfast. So this sets a vicious circle. So my advice is, if you don't feel hungry at brunch, at breakfast, skip breakfast, go for brunch or lunch, and if you feel hungry at that time, then take your medicines at that time with the food. But don't eat without hunger. The next rule is Tanmana Bunjita. So one should concentrate fully on food only while taking food. Now this is a very important concept, very important rule that has to be strictly followed. What happens, we want to club other activities with the lunch or dinner. Particularly there is a concept of working lunch. So in order to save the time for lunch, there is a concept of working lunch. But this is humbug, this has no value as such, this is hazardous. Either you eat and have your lunch, or you do your work, continue with your work. Both the things should not be coming together. In the same fashion, now there are various attractions. Say for example TV or mobile, these are very common attractions. If there is a serial or there is a cricket match on the TV, we want to observe that, and at the same time we want to have our lunch or dinner. And then what people do, they sit in front of the TV. While watching the TV, they have their lunch. And this habit is picked up by their children. So they also start demanding that they won't eat if they don't see TV or mobile. And if they become addicted to that, then that is very dangerous. So children are going to follow us, and that is why we should concentrate only on food and no other thing at the time of lunch and dinner. Generally what happens, we can keep the mobile handy while taking lunch or dinner, and if it rings and there is a call, then we want to pick it up, and while taking food we want to answer the call or keep on conversation. So it's better to keep mobile away, that is one thing, or switch it off. Hardly you require 10-15 minutes for finishing your meal. So just concentrate on meal at that time. Don't attend any calls, don't see TVs, don't even read, or don't even listen to radio or something like that. In old days, people used to read at that time, or they would listen to the radio. But this all is not good. It's a holy process. Eating is a holy process, and it should be given all respect that it deserves. So what one has to do, one has to concentrate fully on taking meal, and no other concurrent activity at the time. So watching TV, watching mobile, or listening to music, reading book, etc., even chit-chatting is not allowed. And particularly in children, if they develop this habit of eating only with these gadgets, no otherwise taking food, then that has to be abolished completely. One should get rid of that habit completely, and spare time with your children. That is most important. If you ask them some questions, if you tell them some stories and feed your child, that is fine. So what I feel right now, that concentrating on food is a must for everybody, and then only the digestion is proper, the effects of that are proper, and we get energy, strength, etc. So do emphasize on this and fully concentrate on the food when you are eating.